KETK News is your local election headquarters, and today is Election Day. As results continue to come into our newsroom, one key judicial race is the 114th District Court in Smith County between Jared Kent and Austin Reeve Jackson. Unofficial numbers show a tight race, but Jackson, the unofficial winner of tonight's race. KETK's My Owens has been following the race all day and joins us now to explain what makes this race so important.
Well, Casey, the winner tonight will be making key decisions within our criminal justice system. Now, this has been a tight race from the very beginning. Back in March, both Kent and Jackson finishing neck and neck, Jackson with a slight lead, and tonight is no different. Unofficial results putting Jackson ahead with 56% of the votes, Kent having 43%. Now, Jackson is head of his own law firm, spending much of his career specializing in criminal, regulatory, and appellate law. While both him and Kent went into today with high spirits, trusting their supporters would bring home a victory. When I spoke to Jackson earlier today, he was confident and said he was looking forward to making changes on the bench.
We're in this race for everybody's family to ensure that we have a well-functioning judicial system that ensures the community is kept safe. And it's been so rewarding today to see so many people come in and vote who stop and say, hey, I remember when you came and we sat in my kitchen, or I remember when we talked on my porch, I remember when we shared that glass of iced tea, from all over the county, and those moments meant something to them, and they've turned it into a vote today, and that's just been incredible to share that with our community members.
Now, a major case being tried in this court is the former Christus Trinity Mother Francis nurse, also known as the killer nurse, William George Davis, who is facing multiple counts of murder after being accused of killing 7 patients. Now, just moments ago, I spoke to Jackson about how he is feeling, and he says, quote, I think this is a win for the community. You had 2 local candidates who grew up here, who wanted to come back here. I'm glad to see the community saw my experience and what I can bring to the bench. Now, I also spoke with Jared Kent, who says he is wishing Mr. Jackson much success in the important position, and while this isn't the result he had hoped for, he trusts that God has a plan. Now, if Jackson is declared the official winner of tonight's race, he will be on the November ballot, but with no Democratic challenger, he will become the next 114th district judge. Reporting in studio, My Owens, KETK News.
Thank you. We'll now take you to our local sheriff elections. There are a handful of East Texas counties with sheriff runoff races tonight. In Cherokee County, longtime Sheriff James Campbell plans to retire at the end of the year. Eric Long and Brent Dixon are both vying for Campbell's seat. With all precincts reporting, Brent Dixon is the unofficial winner tonight. Over in Rusk County, incumbent Sheriff Jeff Price faces John Wayne Valdez. Both ended at the top of a 4-man primary race back in March. According to tonight's numbers, Valdez is the unofficial winner and will become the new Rusk County Sheriff with 53% of the vote. Now to Van Zandt County, another heated race for the sheriff's office. Incumbent Sheriff Dale Corbett is facing Steve Hendricks. According to unofficial numbers, it is a very tight race tonight. Right now, Hendricks, though, is leading Corbett with about 20 votes. And in Wood County, incumbent Sheriff Tom Caslow is facing Kelly Cole. Cole is the chief of police in Quitman. They face no Democratic opposition. According to tonight's results, Kelly Cole is the unofficial winner of tonight's runoff election. Now to 2 runoff constable races in Smith County for the constable position of Precinct 1. Incumbent Bobby Garman, who was appointed in 2017 for the spot, faces Curtis Traylor, a Texas Juvenile Justice Department corrections officer. Both are Democrats. Tonight, though, it looks like Curtis Traylor will beat Bobby Garman for constable of Precinct 1 with 54% of the vote. A similar story for Precinct 4, where 2 Republican candidates face each other, but no Democratic opposition. Incumbent Josh Joplin is facing law firm investigator Curtis Wolf. Tonight, it seems Joplin will remain the Smith County Constable for Precinct 4 with 52.7% of tonight's vote. As Texans showed up to the polls, they also took part in one of the biggest battles in the state, a race to see which Democrat, MJ Hager or State Senator Royce West, will face an uphill battle against Senator John Cornyn in November. Right now, though, it looks like Hager will be the Democratic candidate to move on to November in that election cycle. KETK State Capitol reporter Wes Rappaport has been following this race for U.S. Senate and joins us from Austin with more.
Casey, normally we'd be coming to you live from a watch party where there'd be the campaign, the candidate, the supporters, and all the fanfare. Tonight, still serious, but a little bit quieter as those results come in. Royce West and MJ Hager hosting virtual events as they watch those election night returns. Earlier today at phone banking events Hager said it's important for her to get more people politically engaged and involved in decision making. West tells us tonight, no matter what happens, he wants to make sure Democrats have a seat at the table.
We're going to need to make certain that when we sit at the table, that we put forth the agenda that we think that Texans want in terms of the real values of Texas, as opposed to still harping on the old values of years ago. Changing demographics necessitates that persons of different ideologies have an opportunity to have input into the process.
This entire campaign, I have really been trying to keep people together, to bring people together, because if we all stand together, then we can beat John Cornyn. And anything that doesn't move the needle on our values, anything that doesn't get us closer to getting kids out of cages and get us, more access to healthcare, anything that doesn't do those things, we're not interested in.
Of course, the winner will face Republican incumbent John Cornyn in November. We will be watching these election night results closely and keep you posted. Reporting in the KETK Austin Bureau, I'm Wes Rappaport. Casey, back to you.
All right, Wes, thank you. There are many more races in East Texas, including several county commissioner seats. For more results and a look at the exact numbers reported by local precincts, you can always head over to our website, ketk.com.